as this time we're trying to get the maximum number of tokens per second from a local code helper. So the first thing we would like to do is to download llama.cpp and compile it. You can watch the previous video on how you can do it, for example, under Windows. I have chosen here another way. I've went to releases in the repository and just downloaded the latest one for Windows, and also I downloaded the dynamic libraries. Afterwards, I put everything into one directory. So extracted all the archives. And here they are in this folder. You can see a lot of executable files. At the same time, I have here one extension, continue, that needs to be configured. Here for the comparisons, I've used this config YAML to review the models. So I'm using when 3.59 billion parameters. And the first section is for it, but the provider is llama. The next one is actually our configuration using the local llama-cpp installation. We will soon discuss the parameters. We can just go back to the terminal, and that's how I'm running the server. So llama-server, this is the executable file here. I'm using the model directly from Hugging Face. So if you don't have it loaded, it will load it up for you. Here's the context size of 16K. And I'm saying to use fast attention. And I'm basically forcing all the possible layers from the model to be loaded as much as possible to the GPU. So this will, as you can see, detect my CUDA backend, as well as I have a CPU backend and my device with its memory. This is RTX 5070 with 8 GB of memory. And afterwards, it will start listening for queries on this address and this port. Now back to the configuration for the continue extension. What's important here is to configure the provider of OpenAI in order to have nice communication between the model and continue to be understandable. And you have also this V1 on the model as required by the provider. Also, the system message is similar to what is used in llama. And here those options, basically you can research about them. I've played quite a lot in order to reach usable parameters. We're trying to limit the hallucinations by setting the temperature low because we'll be using the models for coding. So if you like to use llama as a code helper, this is one way.
What can I say more?
And here it is in action. We have several files loaded as a context, and I'm saying, could you analyze and find potential improvements of the code? I'm providing this llama-cpp local configuration, and we can run it. As you can see, it starts thinking. You can see even the thinking. And after a couple of seconds, we'll have the output, which we can directly apply to the code files. All right, I'll be glad if you have questions, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you.